to play with my volume a little. It's a bit loud for me. There we go. If I can get Mo to check in briefly, how does that... is the volume okay? All systems are green. Alright, then let's begin. Sorry. Okay. Hiya, and welcome again to Late Night Hiya stream. We are continuing Doki Doki Literature Club. So we will load our save. And you can use the skip button to fast forward through the text you've already read. Okay, so we are attempting to romance Sayuri. And I have been picking just like childish cute words, but on the last stream I got the hint that I can pick some sad words too. Sayuri's got some sadness to her, it seems. Which seems a little incongruent, but I'm pretty sure that's a word for her. Maybe clumsy? Yeah, that seemed to work. She likes more elaborate words, I guess. So I think essence would be hers. Cute. Seems like it would definitely be Natsuki. Maybe heart? Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Oh, well, let's try this. Since Sayuri has some, darker words associated with her, let's try this one. Oh no, it worked. Sayuri is not okay. Somebody needs to be watching out for her. Oh, maybe blanket? Because she's always sleeping in? Okay, now that was for Natsuki. Maybe question? Oh, no, that was Yuri. Hair seems like such an odd word to have be part of the set. Let's try it, I guess? Okay, no, that was Natsuki. Melancholy definitely sounds like a word that Yuri would use. Maybe peaceful? Alright, that's a good one. That one worked. Oh. Sayuri, do you have the big sads? Sayuri has the big sats. Okay, that was Yuri. I'm all excited about, like, alright, yeah, that one extremely depressing word wasn't for the one we're trying to get. I think lipstick would definitely be... Natsuki. Covet seems like it would be Sayuri. Boop seems like it would be Natsuki. Maybe Clouds? No, that was Natsuki again. This one's ending up really split. I wonder if I have to reach a certain number or it doesn't count for towards the romance path. Some of these I just want to click just to see whose it is. I guess I could just mess it up and restart, but that seems like... I don't know if it would be a good playthrough. Laugh, calm, flee, inferno, vivid, vibrant, play. Maybe flee? Or... laugh? We only have 6 words left, and I don't want to make any more mistakes. Let's try flee? It was a mistake. What about jumpy? No! Shadow Agent says, love so sad. Welcome, Shadow Agent. I'm doing a terrible job at romancing my childhood friend again. So Natsuki is definitely Doki Doki. Darn. I think I already picked this one once, but I guess we'll pick it again. Oh, nah! I almost feel like I should restart that. Oh no, Shadow Agent was giving hints! I guess let's just continue? I'm honestly not sure if I got enough for Sayuri's route. Oh no. Let's continue. Let's continue. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. I guess I might try to do voices a little and hold me to it. So she seems like she would just have like a really happy voice, like, "Hi, Hayasa." This is like my voice but worse. Because my voice is already pretty bad. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. My reasons are I want to stay here. Uh-oh. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Eh? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Uh-huh. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. I am a detective. Ooh, ah! I give up! Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Shadow Agent says I missed playing this game. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. She was listening. That is the guilty face. She feels guilty because she deserves to feel guilty. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Hyacinth to let me borrow money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ooh. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. But that's... There's no way you could think. You were right, though. I did something bad. And now I have to accept the revolution. We're gonna overthrow Sayuri. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayuri. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you, though. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. It's true. It's true. I wouldn't have come if not for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Just point blank, I had to trick her. No other options. Shadow Agent says there's a mod you can play after you finish the game called Monica After Story if you want to play that for a while. I might. I know there's some demos that I want to play that aren't necessarily indie horror, but I think my streaming schedule might get shuffled around, so we'll see where everything lands. that won't be until after I finished Half-Life, which I think I've got a couple more days worth of gameplay. Maybe. Oh, somebody slapped her. Did Yuri slap her? Kia? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie. Somebody just smacked her with a cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. Is it a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Her face. Too precious. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Because Yuri is like... I get that this, I think, takes place in Japan, but I think Yuri is also sometimes a male name in Russian. I kind of want to give her a Russian accent, and we're like, no, don't do that. Natsuki. Natsuki should have, kind of like a troublemaker voice. I don't know. I probably shouldn't try to do voices too much. Natsuki, I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. You got a while, for sure. Yeah. I'm so happy. Sayuri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Mm. Sayuri suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Natsuki, you made both of them. You just had the option to make them all chocolate. Why would you do this? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Huh? Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri? Ah? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Shadow Agent says, I think you got 1 or 2 more streams for the second act. Yeah, especially considering I don't think I'm gonna do 2 hours for this one. And it moves a little slow. And I read kind of slow. So, we'll probably be playing this for a little bit. Monica isn't in the classroom. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard anything either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Huh? That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the doors swing open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Alright, because I'm the only boy in the club. Never mind that. What held you up, anyway? Well, my last period was study hall. And to be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Hyacinth. Oh, I did my voice to the Sayuri voice and blah. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hyacinth! Hyacinth! Sayuri suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Sorry. I'm stretching. This is what it looks like when you don't have arms and you're just trying to stretch. Okay. Sayuri says, yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Hyacinth to get supplies? Get the supplies? Shadow Agent says Monica and Sayuri hanging out is always a good sight to me. They're both very good, President and Vice President. And Sayuri is surprisingly good at, diffusing situations. Just, I don't want to say social politics, but just like social interaction. She's better at it than she lets on. There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Your eyes always look so tired. I think it's face trick. It might be. I think I have a bad habit of, like, making like a half-lidded expression. Just like, this is me all the time. I am asleep. I'm actually not that tired today. Oh, and on that note, I hope that you are doing good as well, Shadow Agent. Sorry, I'm always bad about, like, checking in with chat. Sayuri. Okay. Ready, Hyacinth? Yep, let's go. Outside the classroom. Wait, have we already seen this, or is this new? I'm gonna pretend this is new, so I can be excited about it. It seems new. Sayuri and I exit the classroom. I follow behind as Sayuri hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. See, I'll be like, yes, let's romance the sweet childhood friend girl next door. And it'll be like, I feel like I'm taking a kid to the mall, and I'll be like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Sayuri finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayuri, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? Shadow Agent says, I'm a sad boy today. I'm sorry, Shadow Agent. I was noticing earlier that, like, based on your hints, I was clicking some sad words. It's like, oh no, Sayuri has the big sad. Is that how you show that you are sad? By air horning at butts? I am unused to this concept. Now I'm just imagining someone who's just having a really bad day. And they just, you know, find someone and just air horn their butt. I'm having the realization that the chat's not going to be preserved in this video. And people watching later are gonna clip this. And I have regrets. I have just very mild regrets. Okay, back to the game. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Sayuri. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. Oh no. I mean, on the one hand, it's kind of a good idea. But on the other hand, like, high school poetry performance seems like it might be the kind of thing that you wouldn't want videotape of to pop up later. Like talking about air horning butts while you're streaming. So many mistakes are being made right now. No, it's not. I don't know what you're talking about. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, okay, so it's not poems or writing, it's just our favorite poems. That's kind of cool. That could be fun, like a miniature play, but with your favorite poem. That sounds kind of dull. Hyacinth! You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. See, I knew. The person that I'm playing in the game just didn't know. Because they're a jerk. Like, you say the lines of a poem like, between my feet. The last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. Sayuri, are you okay? Are you okay, Sayuri? The answer's no. She's not okay. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland because they plucked all the flowers. Don't pluck all the flowers. Like that. Sayuri, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Haha, don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayuri spins herself around the hall again. Hey Hyacinth, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, huh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayuri like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. Also, are we just raiding random empty classrooms? Is there not, like, a student supply closet with stuff set aside for club activities? We're just gonna go, like, steal some supplies? She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. My character thinks this. She gets really excited about some of those, like, darker words in the poem. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So, adventuring with Sayuri brings about a special sort of feeling I had forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayuri heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! I'm back. Did I miss anything? You did not miss anything. Sayuri recited a poem, and I think that's mostly it. We just found crayons. You're back just in time for crayons. Sayuri You missed me not being able to read. Sayuri pulls a full box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. Rose art. They're kind of dirty, though. Sayuri starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Oh, did I just, like, skip a thing? Shadow Agent says, can you tell me something about science? Like what kind of thing about science? Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Oh, here's a science fact, since we're looking at crayons. When you go in, like, diving in the ocean, because of the way that color works with wavelengths of light, the deeper you go, the fewer colors you can see. Like, red has the shortest wavelength, so it can't penetrate the water very far, so you lose red first. There's a really interesting, like, short little video of someone who's got a bunch of, like, marker caps, kind of on, like, a pole, and they start diving with it, and you can see how the perception of the color changes. Like, I mean, obviously the color itself doesn't change, the caps don't change, but our ability to perceive what color they are changes. And that's my color wavelengths, science intermission, because we found crayons. I don't know. I'll see if I can find the video and put it on my Twitter. But yeah, wavelengths of light corresponding to color, and color, those wavelengths not being able to penetrate water. There's gotta be a more elegant way to explain that. But yeah. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. Ah! I dropped one by accident. Oh! Kia! Sayuri bends over and smacks her forehead right into a shelf. I love her, but she doesn't seem... I don't know. She seems very smart, and then other times, really not very smart. She falls to the floor, and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow! You okay? My forehead! Sayuri clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayuri. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayuri is still sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayuri. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Oh no! It's very cute. Sayuri slowly releases her hands from her forehead. There's like a whole nother classroom in the closet. Oh, I see. When it says that Natsuki has disappeared into the closet, I'm like, does she just fold herself up in there? But there's like a room for a chair. So she's probably just got like her own little secret manga library or something in there. I don't know. Secret weeb corner. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. And a bump is starting to form as well. Oh no, she hit her head really hard. Oh man, this is gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Hyacinth. Where would you even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Oh no. Even wincing from the pain, Sayuri makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. Well, what should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. Well, you can still drink it after. But I know Sayuri likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayuri. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayuri, here. I hand Sayuri the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayuri opens the cap and starts drinking from it. No, it's your forehead. It goes on the forehead. Sayuri, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. I'm a jerk. I'm a huge jerk. Why would you? Don't call her names. She's already hurt. Don't call her names. Sorry, I forgot. I guess she doesn't mind. Maybe it's just like childhood friend banter. We're the kind of friends that just like call each other names. At the same time, I can't see Sayuri calling me an idiot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayuri places the bottle... Oh, I was still bullying. How hard did you hit your head? Dummy. Rawr. What are you doing, stepchild friend? Sayuri places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Hyacinth. This kind's of blah blah blah. I'm really bad at reading today, and I'm sorry. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know, how we used to play outside all the time. Is she implying that I was constantly running to get her ice packs? Because that sounds about right, honestly. I would always try to keep up with you. You're always kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. Oh, so she really does mean that I was getting her health picks all the time. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. Hey, remember all those times I was trying to keep up and you ignored me and I fell and got horrifically injured? Those are good childhood times. Tee! Sayuri, no. Okay, there's more to the story. And you would rush over as quick as you could. Okay, so I'm not a total jerk. I have redeeming qualities in this game. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Oh, so I was just scared of getting in. Never mind, I'm a jerk. I'm a huge jerk. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a little bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. Okay, at least like in-game me recognizes it. So, in a way, it was my fault. I'm sorry, Sayuri. I'm sorry for being a bad friend. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you to get out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Hyacinth. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. 1v1 me, IRL, Shadow Agent. 1v1 me. In voice acting challenge. Do it. No, sorry. One day, I'm gonna get so good at voice acting that Shadow Agent will just be like, it's not even Hyacinth. I am really bad at it, though. Don't... See, I'm getting confused between her voice and my own voice. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Hyacinth. I'll 2v1 you because I can do two voices at once. Impossible! Forbidden skills! Forbidden knowledge! I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. Angel Nebula! Hello! I am kind of trying to do voices, but not really. Oh, it's nice to see you and chat again, and I hope that you are having a good day. I will probably be wrapping kind of soon, though. I went for a long time, last time, but it's kind of warm today. Angel Nebula says it's good to see you too. Thank you. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayuri has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her in deep thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Shadow Agent says, if you're hot, just get cold. Easy fix. I mean, anything's simple when you put it like that. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Oh no! I left the club room with her, and then when she comes back, she's gonna have a huge mark on her head. Mission failed. Failure to protect childhood friend. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayuri hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayuri out of the classroom. Sayuri plays with her bangs to try hide the bump without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing our poems. Sayuri, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about... I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Sayuri frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff! Calm down, Sayuri. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Hyacinth. Well, Sayuri... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayuri. I mean, Sayuri found the crayons before she got hurt. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. She made it an adventure. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Oh no, we're just gonna send all the stuff home with Monica. Like, here, you do it. Me too. Okay, Saryuri's helping. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. We're still trying to... Kiss anime level voice acting. Look, I've been streaming for almost an hour. It's not gonna get any better. That should just be my voice, just constantly. This is just how I talk now. Also, I'm asleep. I've died. Okay, sorry. Hyacinth, I really love your poems, she says with that face. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. Okay, she liked it. She liked it. I got enough words right. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean... You're really the only one who feels that way, so... even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. Just use your normal voice, it sounds better. Yeah, probably. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Huh? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking? Let's not talk about that. Uh-huh. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I can feel more feelings through you than I can feel through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting into my business all the time. Eh? I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayuri? I pat Sayuri's head. Haha, hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayuri starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Hyacinth, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Shadow Agent says, no, this is Crunchyroll levels of voice acting. You're gonna have to write out the scale. You're gonna have to write out the scale, Shadow Agent. And then we can post which streams end up where on the scale. Angel Nebula says, I'm enjoying this so far. The bad voice acting or me fighting with Shadow Agent over the bad voice acting? Or the game? Probably the game. The game's I don't know what my malfunction is. The game is pretty chill. Huh? Sayuri, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. No, don't tell her that! Why would you tell her that? Are you even listening anymore? Why would you tell her that? Like, I'm trying to romance the main character. I'm trying to romance the childhood friend, but apparently the character in game didn't get that memo. It's like, yes, of course I wrote this for you. You're welcome. It's because I love you. Let's hold hands. Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Then something snapped. Ah! I broke my pencil. Sayuri hastily bends down and to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayuri clutches the desk behind. Yeah, we're gonna stop at the hour mark. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time reading today, like even more than usual. But I'm just stumbling all over myself. Angel Nebula says, to answer your question, I am enjoying the good voice acting. Oh, thank you. I will accept this compliment. Now I'm flustered. Now I'm like anxious. Now I'm like, sorry. I'm gonna continue to blame the heat for everything. Sayuri clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I am a little clumsy today. You and me both, Sayuri. You and me both. Let's sit down, Sayuri. Yeah. I grab Sayuri's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. I'm just seeing a couple words and immediately like, this is not as cute as the last one? Oh, here we go. Bottles. I pop off. Oh, also, by the way, Angel and Beulah, I'm not sure if you were here for the last time I did this stream. I think you were here for near stream. This game has a whole bunch of warnings on it. Like, it's not suited for the easily disturbed or for children. It looks very cute. But I think it goes... I think it gets really dark at some point. And I think we're seeing hints of that here? Maybe? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Okay, that's not so bad. I thought that was gonna go a lot worse, but that's okay. We're okay so far. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me feel lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Oh, I see. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper, my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust. Blah. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all alone, I open up, and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Shadow Agent says 10 out of 10 voice acting, and is yelling at butts, which I believe is a strong positive reaction for Shadow Agent. Shadow Agent also says Sayuri has bars. Angel Nebula says I was having a bad day until now, and I can use a cute, comfy game like this one. I don't think this game is gonna stay cute and comfy. But I also don't think it's gonna go crazy in the time it takes us to wrap up this stream. So let's just enjoy the comfy while it lasts, I think. I will say that I've been meaning to pick up another kind of comfy game. My comfy game was Nier, and then that kind of got really existential. This is my reaction as well. Holy crap. Sayuri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Rude. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. Angel Nebula says, okay, Hyacinth. Well, even if the game does get kind of dark, I am glad that it can just hopefully, sort of be a good end to a rough day. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Let's show it to Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. That's exactly why I had her read it. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Huh? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayuri's poem from yesterday. Huh? You think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Interesting. Sayuri has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ow! Harsh? But from what we've heard of this character, probably also fair. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other, in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Shadow Agent says, Natsuki, the next Tupac. Not bad, right? I was trying to reach a lull in the dialogue to answer your question. But sub or dub, explain your reasoning. And that's kind of an interesting question we talked about a little bit on the last Nier playthrough. For the most part, subtitles. There are some things where the dub is pretty good, or I heard the dub first and really enjoy that one. But overall, I prefer subs. And this is more for older anime, but especially with older anime, sometimes the dub quality is a different experience. And that's mostly it. I know some people really prefer dub, especially if they're going to be listening while doing like other things. But yeah, I guess my feelings aren't like super strong, but I do prefer subtitled. Natsuki says, not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. Wasn't she proud of how to the point it was yesterday? I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people to realize how stupid they're being. Is this poem throwing shade at Yuri? Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter, it can be about anything. Shadow Agent, do you prefer dubs? Do we have to 1v1? We have to 1v1 over voice acting? And also the sub versus dub? Right, that doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? People really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Oh, is this because they make you sit in the closet with your manga? Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Shadow Agent says, I don't prefer subs, but I need you to put up your dukes and 1v1 me in the school's backyard. Are we gonna have Natsuki referee? Wait, no, because Monica was part of the debate club. We'll just have Monica moderate the argument, and we'll have a rap battle about what's better, subs or dubs. Let's do Yuri. We'll save Monica for last. Let's see what you've written for today. on, Hyacinth. Your skills are already improving. It's because I accidentally picked some words she liked. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain. Like, don't feel... blah, blah. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry, chat, and anyone, like, watching later that has to put up with me stumbling over every third sentence. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Angel Nebula says it's fine, Hyacinth. You're doing great. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying. Oh, okay, that's right. She has this really pretty handwriting that I can barely read. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a quick snack. Oh, was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. Yuri, are you okay? The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Shadow Agent says, reading is hard. Doing it for hours and you're human, it's gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, I always trip up sometimes. It just feels like it's happening a lot tonight. But thank you, for the support. Yes, thank you. I was a little more daring with this one's than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't imagine to begin what this poem is about. I think she more or less told us exactly what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. Shadow Agent says reading their poems will help you with choosing the words if you pay attention to it. That makes sense, because they probably use words that they like. So if I pay attention to the words, it probably gets easier. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad you're a good listener. Okay. Time for Monica. Hi again, Hyacinth. Hiya, Monica. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. Your character has that ooh mouth. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayuri, like the other one you wrote. The other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Isn't that what the kids say? Umu? Did I use it wrong? Like the shape that my mouth makes. Like an Eevee. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing that I've never seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Shadow Agent is posting butts and also a different really cute emote. I'm so close to being able to do my own emotes. I should really work on Discord emotes. I know I keep saying that it's so hot and it probably sounds like an empty excuse, but I think this week I really will try to work on other kinds of content and get some emotes done, and I'm excited for it. It's just finding the energy, I guess, or the motivation to just work through the heat. But the heat is getting a little better too, so Monica says it's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. This one's got me stumped as well. I don't have any idea what Monica's poems might be about. They do seem very abstract. Haha. Sometimes, asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as the physical expression of a feeling. I guess I kind of understand that. A feeling wouldn't have a physical form unless maybe you count facial expressions. Trying to express an emotion as a physical thing would be pretty abstract. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, I think I get it. So it's just like a feeling, maybe? Or just her exploring something? Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What? You never know when you might change your mind. Does Monica also play video games? Is the Monica closet nerd? Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Just in case. Just in case. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Oh no, she hates it. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. And that's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you had heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Oh no, poor Yuri. Monica. Yeah, we're going to having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayuri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't start already putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that. Shadow Agent says if you mess up choosing words, you can just save before you choose the words. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. And I was considering restarting, but I figured I had enough of Sayuri's words correct that it would be okay. And it seemed to have worked. She definitely liked our poem better than the other two. I agree with Natsuki. I may or may not ship these two. Maybe. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems. Are we reciting our poems or just like famous poems? It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Keep it PG-13, Hyacinth. Shipping is worthy of a 1v1. No, it's fine. That just means they eat lunch on the roof together like a pair of weirdos. That's still pretty PG-13. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons. And having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. I mean, I'm just in this club because the girls are cute. Do you want to share that with... Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here... that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And all it takes is standing in front of the room for two... And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I've only been part of this club for like 2 days. Am I allowed to have a vote? I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but... it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. I'll just have to get it over with. No, my character in the game that I gave my name, which was probably a bad choice. It's just like, I just want cupcakes and cute girls. Although I guess they are the person I'm playing is kind of softening up. And maybe actually enjoying the club. The girls are cute though. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Oh no, she's so shy. If I joined a club and I was just like, this is just a nice, quiet, safe club to read books, and then they were like, you gotta do a public performance. You gotta. I would be like, I didn't sign up for this. Oh no, she's getting peer pressured. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Huh? That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Huh, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. I'm not gonna lie, I thought we were gonna, yesterday, everybody shared poems and then a brief thing happened and we went home. And I was waiting for that to happen to save. But I think I'm gonna start looking for a save spot soon. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Uh-huh, thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next. Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yeah, I don't want to leave it in a sudden, abrupt spot. But one thing has kind of led into another. I guess we'll stop once everyone's done with their poems? It seems to be going kind of quickly. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Angel Nebula, I know that you're also staying up really late. So if you need to, please don't feel like you have to stay up for me to find a rap point. Sorry, and then I got flustered and forgot how to words. Yeah, if you feel like you need to wrap it up but don't want to miss anything, I do keep the VODs up. I appreciate that. I was going to bed, but oh no! Okay, we'll find a spot to wrap up. Angel, go to sleep! As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri is down for the count. And you know, I think we'll actually wrap there. It is now 40 minutes after when I was kind of planning to stop. So we'll do a save. And even though it's a little abrupt, I think we'll stop there. I'm not sure when this game starts to get weird. When are you going to set up Nightbot? Sorry, I'm just looking over chat real quick. But yes, I am going to stop there. Thank you for everyone who came and watched. Thank you for everyone who might be watching a VOD later. Angel Nebula and Shadow Agent, thank you both for stopping in to chat and talking with me while I play the game. And I will stop there. Everyone, please get some rest. And I will hopefully see you all later. Good night for now. You're welcome, Hyacinth. It was fun. I'm glad it was fun. But yeah, goodbye. Goodbye for now, everyone. Good night.